Every single day the world is moving forward. Technology is improving. People are learning new skills and opportunities are evolving. But if you are standing still, doing nothing to improve, then in reality you are not just standing still, you are moving backward. Because while you're staying the same, the world is moving ahead without you. If you don't improve yourself every day, you will stay stuck forever living the same story, repeating the same mistakes, and missing the chances that could have changed your life. Every single day, the world is moving faster than before. Technology is changing how people work, how people live, and how people think. Every hour, someone somewhere is learning something new, creating something new, or finding Jack Ma's message on daily growth, a smarter way to do something. If you don't grow, if you don't improve yourself daily, you're not just standing still, you're falling behind. People often believe that doing nothing means staying in the same place. But that's not true. Life is like a river. It keeps flowing. If you're not swimming forward, the current will push you backward. That's why growth is not just a choice. It's a necessity. Most people don't realize how quickly they can become outdated if they stop growing. Look at the world around you. New skills are replacing old ones. New ideas are replacing old ways. And those who adapt move ahead. Those who don't stay stuck watching others succeed. Success is not only about being smart or talented. It's about being willing to grow while others are sleeping, learning while others are complaining, and improving while others are waiting. When you keep growing, you stay ready for what's coming next. When you don't, even the opportunities right in front of you will pass by without you being able to grab them. Think about how fast your phone or computer gets old. A brand new model is released and suddenly, what was once the best feels outdated. The same happens with people. If you don't upgrade your mindset, your skills, your thinking, you will become outdated in a world that is constantly upgrading. The people who refuse to learn end up. Why small daily progress matters. Working for the people who never stop learning. It's not because one is lucky and the other is not. It's because one grew and the other stayed still. Growth is the real power. When you grow, your perspective changes. You stop blaming the world and start understanding how to shape your own path. When you stop growing, you limit your view. You start repeating the same habits, the same mistakes, and the same excuses. It's like being stuck in the same room for years while everyone else is building new rooms, opening new doors, and seeing new worlds. The only way to get out of that room is to improve yourself daily. Even a small improvement is powerful because it breaks the walls of limitation a little more each day. Many people make the mistake of thinking they can wait to grow. They say they'll start tomorrow or next week or when things get better. But the world doesn't wait. Time doesn't wait. If you don't move forward, someone else will. While you delay, others are learning. While you complain, others are improving. While you stay comfortable, others are getting ready for the opportunities that you might miss. Life doesn't reward those who stand still. It rewards those who evolve. Growth isn't about being the fastest or the most talented. It's about refusing to stay stuck. It's about waking up and asking yourself, what can I do today to become better than yesterday? It could be learning a new skill, changing a bad habit, reading something meaningful, or simply thinking in a new way. Even small steps create how consistency changes everything, big difference over time. Just like water shapes a rock drop by drop, daily growth shapes your destiny moment by moment. When you keep improving, you also build confidence. You start believing in your ability to handle new challenges. You stop fearing change because you become change. But when you stop growing, fear grows inside you. You start believing the lie that things are too hard or that success is not for you. The truth is the gap between you and success is not luck, it's growth. Every person who achieved something great did it by refusing to stay still. They learned when they didn't have resources. They moved when they didn't have guarantees. They grew when it was uncomfortable. If you don't grow, you give away your power. You allow time, circumstances, and other people to control your future. But when you keep growing, you take that power back. You build a future where you're not waiting for something to happen to you. You make things happen. Growth makes you valuable. Growth makes you strong. Growth makes you unstoppable. And the moment you stop growing, you start losing everything that makes you capable of moving forward. The world does not slow down for anyone. It doesn't wait for those who are not ready. It moves with those who keep growing. If you want to rise, if you want to win, if you want to build something meaningful, you have to grow every single day, no matter how small the step may seem. Opportunities are not something that fall from the sky into the hands of those who are simply waiting. Opportunities are attracted to those who are ready, to those who prepare themselves before the chance arrives. Many people in life see others succeed and believe they are just lucky, but luck is only visible on the surface. What they don't see is the daily preparation, the silent growth, and the commitment behind the scenes. When you work on yourself every day, you're not just improving. You're building the ability to recognize and grab opportunities that others overlook. When you're not prepared, even the best lessons from Jack Ma's struggles opportunity can come to your door, and you won't have the strength to open it. People who wait for opportunities often end up disappointed, not because life is unfair, but because they never got ready to catch them. When a great opportunity comes, it doesn't wait for you to learn the skills or build the mindset. It moves on to someone who is already prepared. The world rewards those who take action before the spotlight appears. If you spend your time improving yourself, you're sharpening your tools for when the moment arrives. But if you spend your time complaining, the opportunity will pass and you'll be left wondering why others succeeded while you remain stuck. When Jack Ma was rejected from job after job, he didn't waste his energy blaming the world. He chose to grow. He kept learning, observing, and preparing. When the moment came to build something, he was ready. That's the difference between people who rise and people who remain in the same place. It's not about how many chances life gives you. It's about how many chances you're ready to take. Opportunity has no value if the person receiving it isn't ready. Preparation is like planting seeds. You can't expect to see a tree tomorrow if you never planted anything today. Many people say, if I get a big chance, I will give my best. But the truth is, if you can't give your best in small things, you won't be able to handle big things. Opportunities are not meant to change your life overnight. They are meant to reward the effort you've been putting in silently every single day. If you're not improving yourself, you're not growing the roots needed to hold the weight of the opportunity when it finally comes. Opportunities also have a way of revealing whether you're serious about your goals or not. If you're prepared, you'll feel confident when a chance appears. If you're not, fear and doubt will take over and you'll let the moment slip away. Preparation gives you building habits of success, courage. Growth gives you clarity. Without them, opportunities can feel overwhelming instead of exciting. Many people let great chances go because they didn't invest in their own growth beforehand. They weren't ready mentally, emotionally, or skillfully. When you improve yourself daily, you're building a foundation. You're training your mind to adapt, your heart to stay strong, and your hands to take action. So when a door opens, you don't hesitate. You step in. That's why some people succeed with the same opportunity that others ignore. The difference is not in the opportunity. The difference is in the person who receives it. If you want opportunity to work for you, you have to work for yourself first. If you want big doors to open, you need to prepare like someone who deserves to walk through them. This is why many successful people spend years learning, growing, failing, and improving before they're ever recognized. The recognition comes later. The preparation happens in silence. You can't skip the preparation and expect the reward. Every opportunity is a test of preparation. Those who pass grow, those who fail complain. But complaining never changes anything. Growth does. When you're prepared, you don't have to chase opportunities. They find you because preparation creates value. And final reminder, never stop growing. Value always attracts attention. People trust and invest in those who are ready, not those who only talk. When you prepare daily, Even a small opportunity can turn into something big because you have the strength and skill to multiply it. But when you don't prepare, even the biggest opportunity can feel too heavy to handle. Life gives chances to everyone, but it doesn't give equal results. The results depend on what you've done before the chance arrives. Those who keep improving build their moment. Those who don't wait forever for something they're not ready for. Being ready is more powerful than being lucky. Being prepared gives you control over your future. It gives you the confidence to step forward when others hesitate. The people who create success stories are not the ones who got the best chances. They are the ones who prepared so well that when the chance came, they were able to turn it into something meaningful. Preparation is invisible, but its results are loud. That is why opportunities always belong to those who are ready, not those who simply hope. Success is often misunderstood as something that happens suddenly, as if one lucky break can change everything. But real success doesn't happen in a single moment. It is built over time through small, consistent improvements. Just like a tree doesn't grow overnight, greatness doesn't appear in a day. It grows slowly, quietly, steadily. The power of small improvements is far greater than most people realize. When you do something better every single day, even a little, that small progress starts to build momentum. Over weeks, months, and years, it creates a transformation so big that people call it success. But you'll know it came from daily discipline. Many people fail because they expect results too fast. They want to skip the process and get straight to the reward. But the process is where the strength is built. Small steps may not feel powerful in the beginning, but they are the foundation of everything big. When you read just a few pages daily, over time you've read many books. When you save a little every day, eventually you have enough to build something bigger. When you learn a little every day, your mind becomes stronger and sharper. Small steps done consistently are more powerful than big actions done once in a while. The problem is most people ignore small steps because they don't look exciting. They think success must come from something dramatic. But if you study the lives of people who achieved something great, you'll see a pattern. They practiced daily. They learned daily. They improved daily. When no one was watching, they were growing. By the time the world noticed them, their small daily efforts had already built something strong inside them. Imagine a drop of water falling on a rock. One drop doesn't do anything. But drop by drop over time, the water shapes the rock. That's the power of consistency. It's not about force, it's about persistence. In the same way, when you improve yourself every day, even just a little, you shape your future. It might feel slow, but it's powerful. Every skill, every habit, every mindset shift begins with something small and grows through repetition. Small improvements also build habits, and habits build character. When you commit to daily growth, your mind starts to expect progress. You stop waiting for motivation and start moving with discipline. You stop depending on big moments and start valuing daily effort. This shift is what separates people who talk about dreams from those who achieve them. Dreams need daily actions to become reality. A dream without daily growth remains a wish. One of the biggest benefits of small improvements is that they're easy to start. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need everything figured out. You just need to take the next step. If you want to be a better speaker, practice speaking for a few minutes daily. If you want to be healthier, change one small habit daily. If you want to be successful, do one thing each day that moves you closer to your goal. Over time, those small steps will create results that seem impossible to others. Another truth is that small improvements build confidence every day. You keep a promise to yourself. You grow stronger inside. You start trusting yourself more. That trust becomes the energy that keeps you moving. Big goals often scare people because they look too far away. But when you break them into daily improvements, they become easier to achieve. You don't climb a mountain in one jump. You climb it step by step, and each step matters. Small improvements are also powerful because they teach patience. In a world where everyone wants quick results, those who learn to love the process win in the long run. Quick success fades quickly. But growth built slowly has deep roots. A tree with deep roots can survive any storm. When you grow daily, your foundation becomes strong, and no setback can destroy what you've built. This is why people who grow steadily often outlast those who rise suddenly. Small daily actions may seem invisible to the world, but they create visible results over time. Every day you put in the work, even when no one notices, you are building your future quietly. One day, people will look at your success and call it talent or luck. But the truth will be in those daily efforts. You don't need to wait for a big opportunity to change your life. You can change it one small step at a time. Success is not a big jump. It's a series of small steps taken consistently. It's about showing up when it's boring, when it's quiet, when no one is clapping. The real growth happens in those silent moments of daily improvement. The more small steps you take, the closer you get to where you want to be. And when the day comes, the world will see the big result. But you will know it was built by the power of small, consistent actions. No one will come to change your life for you. No one will wake you up in the morning and force you to grow. No one will hand you success on a silver plate. The responsibility to improve your life belongs to only one person, you. The moment you understand this truth deeply, everything begins to shift. Most people wait for someone to save them, to guide them, or to give them a perfect opportunity. But waiting only creates more waiting. Growth starts the moment you decide to take control of your own journey. Many people spend their lives blaming others for where they are. They blame their family, their past, their country, their luck, their circumstances. But blaming gives away your power. It puts your life in someone else's hands. The truth is, no matter how unfair the world may be, the only thing you fully control is your decision to grow. When you take responsibility, you take back your power. When you stop making excuses, you start making progress. Growth doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't need approval from others. It needs commitment from you. No teacher, no mentor, no friend can force you to grow. They can guide, inspire, or support. But the action must come from you. You are the driver of your life. If you don't move the wheel, the car will stay stuck. If you want to change direction, you must turn it yourself. Taking responsibility also means accepting that your future depends on the habits and actions you build today. If you waste your days waiting, your tomorrow will look just like your yesterday. If you use your days to grow, your tomorrow will be different. Every small decision you make is like a brick. Over time, these bricks build your future. Some people build strong houses, others build nothing. The difference is responsibility. When you take charge of your growth, something powerful happens. You stop being afraid of failure. You stop relying on others to tell you what to do. You start becoming your own guide. This mindset creates freedom. You stop waiting for motivation because you understand that discipline is stronger. You stop waiting for opportunities because you learn how to create them. People who take responsibility don't wait for the perfect conditions. They work with what they have and grow from there. This is also why many people never break free from their limitations. They expect someone else to change their life. They expect a miracle, a sudden opportunity, or a helping hand. But even if someone gives them a chance, they won't be ready to use it. Responsibility is what makes you prepared. It's what makes you strong enough to handle growth when it arrives. When you own your growth, you also become honest with yourself. You stop lying about why things aren't working. You stop blaming time, luck, or others. You start asking, what can I do better? This simple question separates those who rise from those who stay stuck. Growth doesn't come to people who complain. It comes to those who act. It comes to those who understand that their future is built by their own hands, not by someone else's generosity. Taking responsibility is not easy. It means accepting your weaknesses, facing your fears, and stepping out of comfort. It means understanding that no one owes you success. It means waking up even when you don't feel like it. It means learning even when no one is clapping. But this is where real growth happens. This is where you stop being a passenger and start being the driver of your destiny. People who succeed don't have perfect lives. They simply make the choice to take control. They work harder on themselves than on anything else. They don't wait for people to motivate them. They motivate themselves. They don't wait for opportunities. They create opportunities through preparation. They don't live in the past. They build the future step by step. If you truly want to grow, you must accept that no one will do it for you. You can have support, but the work is yours. You can have inspiration, but the action is yours. You can have guidance, but the direction is yours. This is the truth that many ignore because it's hard. But once you accept it, it becomes your greatest strength, because when you depend on yourself for growth, no one can take that away from you. Every successful person, every leader, every achiever started with a decision to take responsibility for their own life. They didn't wait for the perfect moment. They didn't wait for someone to push them. They stood up and made it happen. That is the power of taking responsibility. It gives you control, it gives you strength, and it gives you the freedom to build the life you want, not the one others choose for